I just love cooking. Cooking is therapeutic. You can do so much with cooking. You can make so many flavors that you never thought could go together that actually goes great together. And if you don't like cooking, start to like cooking. I just feel like now women my age on social media is enjoying the loving of cooking, because it's you in the kitchen and you are tasting all these flavors and you are creating something that's good for the stomach but also good for your heart as well, meaning it's like a feel-good feeling as well. And you can always cook a food that gives you that feel-good feeling as something that a lot of people, when they cook, they don't have the Hi besties, welcome to my YouTube channel, Deja Nicole. So in today's video, I will be giving y'all 25 cozy things y'all can do, so cozy activities y'all can do within the comfort of your home, just going to a few places, spending no to little money, and yeah. But before we start today's video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell notification so every time I post a video you will be notified. So yes, I was supposed to like post videos like I promised you guys, but I just been so busy and a lot of things has happened in my life and I'm just not in the mood. But I'm trying to get back in the mood of swing of things, like creating content, reading, writing, and just always having a smile on my face, even though sometimes I don't. But in today's video, I will be sharing 25 cozy habits or activities, I should say. So 25 cozy activities that I feel like everyone should be doing right now. It is springtime, so I feel like some of these things you can do right now. You don't have to worry about it being too cold to go out or too hot to go out, or you can do this in the comfort of your home. I will have all these things pinned in the comments as a list and on the screen while I'm saying them and trying to show examples of some of these things. I will also have these listed in the description box down below. But before I continue with today's video, besties, if you have any video ideas, please let me know down in the comments. And all my social medias will be in the description box down below. But let's just get into the video, besties. So I have 25 cozy activities I feel like everyone should do. Here on my phone, as you can see, there's a list of 25 things. I'm going to read them off and explain how you can do them if you have never done them. Some of these activities I have done, some of these activities I haven't done and want to do. And if you have done any of these activities, please let me know down in the comments down below. So the first thing is coloring. So I love to freaking color. I have like 3 coloring books right now, and yesterday, because I did not go to work yesterday, I was not feeling my best, I was having a little stomach ache, I literally just colored a picture. And I probably will color today when I get home. I will do like a whole nighttime routine video for you guys for Sunday, but this video will be posted tomorrow, Friday. But I love coloring. I feel like I want to add that into a routine, either just a self-care routine or a nighttime routine, because when you're coloring, it really does help you feel stimulated and keep your mind at ease and at peace. And I feel like any of these hobbies that I will mention will help you not feel like you're in a rush, you're in a hurry, or that you're stressed. And if you are stressed, coloring is the best option to do. You can shade while coloring, you can use different type of colors and different type of color palettes while coloring. You can do so much with coloring. I color with coloring pencils just because I just like how they are. Some people color with markers. I have markers, but I'm just so scared to color a coloring book with markers. I'll probably get a whole nother coloring book for my markers. And I used to color with crayons, but I just don't like the feeling with coloring with crayons. And I feel like with markers you can't really do a lot than what you can do with coloring pencils. But I love coloring. I love getting, I don't have them with me right now because they're like in the shelf, but actually, hold on besties, hold on. going to put pictures up, but I can actually show y'all my coloring books and what I have. So I have these coloring books. I love getting the Coco Bio coloring books because they're bold and easy, and I colored this picture yesterday. It's a little strawberry house. I kind of like outlined it and coloring it, but I use coloring pencils to color this. And I have colored in this coloring book a lot. I'm gonna show you some of the things that I colored. And is it this one? Yeah, it's this one because I got this one for myself. But like I colored this picture, I colored this picture. So I really love coloring. And then I got this one that's like for Christmas time that I'll probably get back into coloring around Christmas time. But I also colored this picture as well. So I don't know what coloring page I will color tonight and show y'all that once I'm done. I will actually do a nighttime routine and show y'all that in that video, but also put a clip of me coloring in this video while explaining. But I really love coloring. You can also use like do digital coloring. They have apps on your phone, like coloring book apps that you can do, or you can do it on your iPad. I know I want to get an iPad one day. Once it's a little prize for me once I pay off one of my credit cards to get myself a pink iPad, and I want to color on that and get like digital coloring pages for that. But I just really love my coloring books. I also have like this 50 rich vibrant coloring pencils from Crayola, and I really love these pencils. It's really good for shading. It has different types of blues, purples, reds, orange, yellows, greens, you name it. I even have gold, silver, browns. I have different shades of browns and tans. But I just feel like everyone should color. Coloring is literally the hobby that everyone should be doing, and if you're not coloring, I don't know what to tell you, because it's very mind soothing and very soothing in general. So yeah, the next thing is reading. So if you know, I'm a big reader. I'm not doing a March TBR. I will be doing a February and March wrap up for the month of April and doing a whole April TBR type video. So just letting you know, no, there's a reason why I'm not doing that, just because I'm in the process of reading, finishing my February TBR and starting my March TBR, and I will be doing a combined video for those two and for those 2 months, and then a video for my April TBR that will do something with Instagram, so stay tuned for that. But I love reading. Reading really sets the mood for me. I love listening to lo-fi music while reading, or just listening to any type of music, to be honest. I can be listening to The Weeknd while reading. I can be listening to Lana Del Rey while reading, especially how some of the music that I listen to that have lyrics actually tells the story. But I low-key really like listening to lo-fi music while reading, because I'm not distracting myself while listening to music with lyrics, and I'm not in the zone with the books. But I just haven't really been in the group of reading lately, just because of my job, and my job has really made me not want me to do my hobbies anymore. So this weekend I will be reading a lot and trying to finish my February TBR and start my March TBR, so stay tuned for that video. But if you have any book recommendation videos, or not videos, but if you have any book recommendations that you want me to read, please let me know down in the comments, and I'll put all my book recommendation videos, like TBRs and wrap-ups that I have done in the past, in the description box down below for you to watch. So yeah, so the next hobby that I feel like everyone should be doing, this is a cozy hobby. I feel like you could do this while it's snowing, while it's night and you can't go to sleep, while it's raining, while it's sunny, and you just don't feel like going out to move your body to go on a walk, is playing video games. So I got me a Switch. I'm actually planning to reset my TikTok, even though TikTok might get banned on April 5th. But I'm going to delete most of my videos, and I have a TikTok to edit me decorating this, so stay tuned for that whenever I post it. I have been very slacking with content in general, but I have literally my switch here, and I'm gonna show y'all. This is my switch, and this is the case. It's a coral color Nintendo Switch Lite. I got this case off of Amazon. I will put the link for this case down in the description box if you want it. It's Hello Kitty. I think it's like an artist made this, but I have Animal Crossing, Disney Dreamland, Cookamama, Lemon Cake Bakery, and then My Sims pack. So My Sims and then My Sims Kingdom. So I really love playing my Switch. My favorite game to play is actually Animal Crossing. I was introduced to Animal Crossing literally a few years ago while it was on the 3DS with Animal Crossing New Leaf, and I really love that game. And yeah, I just have it in my little Hello Kitty Switch case, and I have it on a hook over there by my desk. But I love playing video games. I always love playing video games. Another video game I love is Sims. And I did say My Sims, but just Sims on my laptop. I love playing Sims. Sims will always be my game. I literally made a family. 2 of my Sims are kids about to be teenagers. 1 is a teenager. 2 of my Sims are now adults, then young adults, and then their dog is an elder, but then they adopted that dog as an adult. So yeah, and then they like own so many rental properties, and they're bad tenants sometimes they're just too busy to help the people who live there, the tenants who live there, with their problems. So yeah, they like bad property owners sometimes. But if y'all want me to do like a video game type video, like me playing Sims and on my Switch, and also Sims on my laptop or Animal Crossing, please let me know. That would be a good like video to do. But yeah, playing video games is such a vibe. I just feel like there's no age to play video games, and I love also playing like Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter. I love playing fighting games too, but as a cozy hobby, I love playing my Sims. I love playing my Animal Crossing, and I love playing on my Switch or just playing Sims 4 on my laptop, because it's just a vibe, and just listening to music while playing them, or listening lo-fi music, or even watching a movie or a TV show or just a YouTube video while watching it will really set the mood. The next thing is writing. So if y'all don't know, I am writing my debut novel called Forbidden Orders. I'm going to insert a picture here of some of my book art, my character art. I'm so in love with the artists who did like the art for my characters, on how I portray my characters. And when you are a beta reader and an alpha reader, you will get a PR package, and I will have character art. So stay tuned for that. Just follow my Instagram to know when. It's actually better to follow my personal and author Instagram, so all of my social medias will be in the description box down below. But it's better to actually follow my author Instagram, because that's when I'm putting a lot of more book news about my debut novel, Forbidden Orders, the tale of Santiago Martinez and Jasmine Washington. I'm just so proud of my work. So I actually do work on it here and there, even when I'm tired. But yeah. But writing can be a hobby that can turn into a passion, that can turn into you making money. Yes, hobby is something that you shouldn't want to make money from, but I feel like if you really like writing, make it something that you really want to do, and create a story and have it out. Not saying you can write a story and not have it out. You don't have to like have your story out there. Any like novel that you made, you can just have a few people read it and that's it. I actually discovered my passion to write when I was in middle school, when I started writing on Wattpad. I will put my Wattpad link in the description box if you want to read a story of mine. It's very smutty. I don't know what middle school me was thinking, but it was very smutty. No, but I was in high school when I wrote that one. So yeah. But I will put my Wattpad link in the description box down below. But I started on Wattpad and it just really gave me a spark to actually write. And then in high school I did start writing a novel, but I just didn't want to actually finish it for personal reasons. And then I started going on TikTok and something about, oh, I'm writing my first book, this is my journey, this and that. And I have not posted any of my journey on. I post like 1 or 2 videos of my journey on TikTok, which is crazy. I need to start doing that more, and I probably will soon. But I just feel like I'm so scared, so I am putting like snippets of my book, like things I've written, and this is only the first draft of my book on TikTok. And I will probably record some me writing here and there this weekend, but writing can really help me escape reality, and I feel like it can do it for some people too. And like I said, you don't have to have this published, but if you really want to have the passion of writing, publish that story. Just do it. It is a lot of work, criticism, but it's something that I like doing, and if you like doing it too, you can. Or you can just be a creative writer and just write short stories or poems and not publish it. But I just love that I can create characters based on what I imagine them, who I imagine them to be, like a whole storyline and this and that. So like, just to give you a little snippet of my novel, it's called Forbidden Orders. It's a military romance. My main female character, Jasmine Washington, is based on someone like me, I would say. And I feel like a lot of friends too, like not friends but enemies to lovers stories, I feel like they don't like each other, but they meet somewhere, and they met in a bar. Santiago is this soldier infantry army, that's his MOS, infantry, who doesn't do relationship, but he met Washington, who basically wasn't like other girls that he could literally just be like, okay, let's go, you know. But he felt feelings for her, and she felt feelings for him, even though she had a no military men policy. So it's just like, I just love that I can create a storyline, and every time I reread what I wrote, I cry because I'm just so happy what I wrote. And like I said, I will post some content of my reaction of what I wrote, and then my process of writing again for you guys is just this schedule, so stay tuned for that. There's a lot of content I do have to edit and post, so we're gonna do that for this month and next month. And if TikTok gets banned, we're gonna do it on Instagram and just see how things go. So yeah, but writing is something I feel like anyone should do, and yeah. So the next thing is cooking. I love cooking. I used to hate cooking, to be honest. My dad told me if I wanted to get married one day that I should learn how to cook, and to be honest, I love cooking. Sometimes I dread cooking. Like, I cook every single day for lunch, or every other day for lunch. Like today I'm cooking some broccoli, some rice. I season my rice, but some broccoli, some rice, and some chicken. And I just love cooking. Cooking is therapeutic. You can do so much with cooking. You can make so many flavors that you never thought could go together that actually goes great together. And if you don't like cooking, start to like cooking. I just feel like now women my age on social media is enjoying the loving of cooking, because it's you in the kitchen and you are tasting all these flavors, and you are creating something that's good for the stomach but also good for your heart as well, meaning it's like a feel-good feeling as well. And you can always cook a food that gives you that feel-good feeling, as something that a lot of people, when they cook, they don't have the compassionate, the love when they're cooking. And that's why maybe some people don't like good cooking, because they know that you haven't put the love, the effort, and the compassion in it. And I feel like you should have the love for cooking for that reason. So the next thing is something that I really want to get into is baking. I haven't seen a lot of TikToks of women baking, and I'm not talking about me buying a box of cake mix and going off the direction. I mean, no. Me getting some flour, baking soda, a pinch of salt, a pinch of vanilla, you know, this and that, and baking something from scratch. I want to bake something from scratch. I want to learn how to bake something from scratch. Because as someone who wants to also have her own cafes have baked goods, I want to learn to do that, because there are some cafes that where I live, they don't bake their own baked goods. They just don't. They buy stuff from the store, display it, and people like it. But I want to learn how to make my own baked goods, like my strawberry muffins, blueberry muffins, you know, those type of baked goods, or bread, or some type of pastry. But I have seen it on TikTok and I really want to do it. So if you have any easy baking recipes that you want me to try, please let me know down in the comments. And I know I just said recipes so weird, it just came out that way, but if you have any baking recipes that are like beginner friendly, that's not coming from a box mix or some pre-made cookie dough, please let me know down in the comments down below. Next thing is content creation. I'm sorry, but this is a hobby I feel like a lot of people should do. It's a cozy hobby. It depends on what type of content creator you want to be. To be honest, I have changed my niche so many times that I feel like I want to be a cozy but also lifestyle content creator. And you can literally be yourself on camera and literally edit your videos how you want it. And that's why I feel like everyone should be a content creator. And you do not have to get an expensive ass camera to start content creation. You can use this little handy device right here that's in my hand, and probably in your hand while you're watching this video as well. So yeah. The next is sewing. I used to learn how to sew for a bit when I was in middle school. I was part of my sewing club, but I quit because it was just too damn hard. But I feel like sewing is something that I feel like every woman should learn how to do. I can sew a straight stitch, but I want to take sewing classes again. I just do. I want to make little like pot holders or bags or tote bags, or upcycle some things like from thrifting and then just upcycle it. I just really do. I just want to feel like I'm in my grandma era. But and I'm 22 saying that out loud. But no, sewing is so big right now. It really is. And I just love that women my age love doing that than going out and clubbing or going out and drinking. So if you do know how to sew, can you like tell me ways on how you learn or YouTube videos that you follow? Or if you don't know how to sew and you want to sew, please put like the raising hand emoji in the comments down below so I know I'm not the only one. The next one is painting. I always had the loving to paint. I think I want to get some small canvases and get watercolor paints or acrylic paints and just paint. I'll probably do that this weekend because I just got my paycheck. And I'm gonna get mini canvases and some acrylic paints and paint with acrylics. I do have some acrylic paints in my closet, but I just want to get into painting and just paint. I just seen a lot of people paint and it's just something that I want to do. Maybe I'll do it this weekend and see how that goes, but I'm gonna try on the small canvas to see how that is first. And I heard that painting is just very therapeutic. All these hobbies that I am naming is very therapeutic, but I didn't like painting at first just because I didn't like how it came out. So I'm trying it again, and some of these hobbies that I mentioned I have done, and I'm just re-entering that, but hopefully it comes with a better outcome, because when you have hobbies you don't really have to worry about shit in your life. You know, you don't have to worry about who's doing this or who's talking about this person or what happened yesterday or what's going to happen tomorrow, because your mind is so stimulated on what you're doing right now with your hobbies. So yeah. The next one is crocheting. This is so big. A lot of people crochet clothes, blankets. I don't know if I want to get into crocheting. It's just a me thing. If I can't get into sewing, why would I want to get into it? I do want to get into sewing, but I feel like it just seems more difficult to crochet than sewing, because you have to really be tedious and follow instructions very good, and you have to make your loops a certain way and this and that. But if I do get in crocheting, I want to start making like those little crochet stuffed animals that I've been seeing with the little big eyes, and because they just make me feel a certain type of way. So yeah. The next one is making vision boards, and I feel like a lot of the people don't realize you can make a vision board any time of the year. It doesn't have to be at the beginning of the year, and it doesn't have to be in the end of the year. Making vision boards can really just help you envision what you want your life to be next month or in the next 5 years. I am planning to open a cafe one day, a cafe slash bookstore slash flower shop, and I'm making a vision board on Pinterest. So a vision board slash Pinterest board of how I want it to be with ideas. I want to rebrand my business one day. Hopefully the end of this year I will start planning my rebranding, and I'm going to make a vision board of me planning my rebranding for my business. You can literally make a vision board just for fun, or just what type of mood you want to be next week or next month, or just if you have a goal and you want to do something, make a vision board for that as well. The next thing is thrifting. I love thrifting. Thrifting is one of my favorite things. I want to go back thrifting once I get my license. You can find a lot of good things. Actually, I'm going to show you something. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So like I was saying, thrifting is one of my favorite things. You can literally find amazing things from thrifting, and I had to get something that was one of my favorite purchases while thrifting at Goodwill. Yes, Goodwill is also a thrift store. A lot of people don't think that, but yes, Goodwill is also a thrift store, but you can find a lot of good things. So I found this bag like 2 years ago at Goodwill, just thrifting, and it's a Coach bag. It's from a collection back in 2007. This is what the inside looked like. I really like it, and when I say you can find good things by thrifting, you can find good things by thrifting. So I just wanted to show y'all that because that's on my list, and thrifting is something I want to continue doing. And I feel like if you haven't, please do. Don't get into like lingerie while thrifting, or underwear or bras. I just feel like you should do that. But clothes, if it looks nice, if it still looks brand new, doesn't have stains, get it. Handbags, good condition when I got this. It had like a little stains that I can like wipe off, which I did, and I just really like it. Plus I love the color brown with bags. Neutral colors for bags, it's like a me thing. But thrifting will always be my best thing and best friend, especially when you can get a lot of exclusive items that people probably have sent to the thrift store on accident for a good price, or just luxury items for a good price at thrift stores. So do not underestimate thrifting, because thrifting will always be good. And how I know that, because my dad, when he was alive, he would go to thrift stores and find so many things and items, and that's how I know thrifting is also good. So yeah. The next thing is tennis or playing pickleball. This is something I would love to do this summer, or early summer, late summer, early fall, or even late spring. I have seen it a lot last year, and it is something that I want to do. I think there's tennis courts here in Clarksville, but there's not really pickleball. I think there's like one pickleball court here, and yeah. But I want to learn how to play tennis and pickleball and just do it out of fun and do a hobby of it, because it looks fun when I see it on social media and people doing it, and I want to do something like that. So yeah. I had to stop my camera because the camera was going to stop itself. So yeah. But the next thing, we were just talking about playing pickleball and tennis, is Pilates, yoga, or barre classes, or just doing at-home yoga or Pilates. I feel like this is something that I did start doing and I want to re-enter. I want to do Pilates. I wouldn't do yoga just because of, I don't know. I feel like with Pilates I feel more challenged, and then with yoga I don't. But I want to do Pilates. I want to do at home Pilates, and once I get my license I want to go to Club Pilates and get a membership and just do the reformers and all of that jazz. But I also have a barre class here in my town, and I heard barre is so good to do. It is similar to like yoga and Pilates plus more. But just doing something like that, you can do these at home, you can go out and do a class of it, and it can really help you clear your mind, plus make your body look great and snatched up, because who does not want to look great but also have a stable but good mental health and also look snatched up? I know I do. I know I do. I know I do. But I just feel like this is a hobby I feel like a lot of girlies are doing nowadays, and there's nothing wrong with it at all. I know that is something I want to do, and I feel like a lot of people want to do as well. So yeah. A next hobby I feel like I actually want to do, I just want to know, how do people actually do this? Do they do this with random pictures? Do they do this with pictures of themselves? Is scrapbooking. I have seen a lot of my cozy favorite YouTubers who are like into books and video games, like the cozy games, talk about scrapbooking and how they love scrapbooking, and how scrapbooking is just very therapeutic for them. If you do scrapbook, please tell me how and where and why did you start. That is something I want to do, especially as someone who used to be a crafty savvy type of girl growing up. I literally had like 2 bins, like a big purple one, I like hit my lip while I was talking, and then a small clear one, which I have till this day up in my closet, just full with craft supply stickers, little ribbons and bubble stickers, the 3D stickers, the things like cardboard things like borders. I had all of that, and I want to use them, and I want to start scrapbooking. I just want to know how to start scrapbooking. So if you do scrapbook, please tell me how and why did you start it, and is it very therapeutic? Is it fun? What do you do it for? What do you scrapbook? And yeah, so yeah. The next one is pottery. I want to get into this. There's like this one girl I follow on TikTok, and she makes different pottery things. There's also another girl, like, I don't think I follow her, I need to, but like every time she pops up on my feed, on my For You page, I'm always intrigued on what she makes. She makes like little jelly cats, but out of clay. Like, she literally makes pottery style jelly cats on the jelly cats that she has, and it's like so amazing. And I want to get into pottery. I have realized we do have a, well, I do, I don't know if I said we, but I do have a pottery class here in Clarksville, and there's a lot of things I want to do once I get my license. I want to go out more, I want to do classes, I want to romanticize my life as being a single woman, I want to do this, I want to do that. So there's a lot of things that I want to do, and yeah, and pottery is one of them. I just know it is very messy, but it is also very therapeutic. But also realizing I did pottery when I was younger, when I was in elementary, and I think also middle school, but when I was in elementary I always loved making things. And yeah, I think I did do pottery in high school as well when I took art, and I made a pottery type of stingray. I did have that for a while until the tail broke and I could not fix it, so I threw it away. But I had it, I had like the little tail and the eyes. I made a stingray, and I had it like with, I glazed it with a dark blue, but it had purple dots when I glazed it. The first time I put the purple dots, and then I glazed it after I like did a full color of the stingray with like blue. I wish I still had a picture of it, but yeah. I also want to learn how to make masks. It's not like pottery, but I made this mask in high school. And I still have it till this day. It's in my closet. I'm not throwing it away. I still have this mask in my closet. And I will not get up and get it because it's like in that like they end like it's I can get it, but I gotta get up, get it, you know. But it's not pottery, it's some type of thing that's similar to pottery. But I want to make like stuff like that. I love making art that does get you messy because it's something that you can keep forever. You know what? F this. I'm gonna get it. Hold on. Okay, but I said I wasn't going to get this and I got it. But it's not pottery, but just talking about pottery, I just want to do a lot of art that does get you like messy, but you can have fun. It's like something like clay, I will say, plaster, but I made this mask in high school. It's like I still have this thing. Like I'm 22 and I made this at the age of 16. I was in junior year when I made this. And it's a jaguar. It's a jaguar. Roar. But every time I look at this thing when I do clean up beside my like shelf in my closet, I wonder how I can make something similar like this again, because it was very fun. I really liked it. And it was on display. It was on display at my high school. And I'll tell you this, I did not really like it. At first, I didn't like it at all. But when I saw it on display in high school, I loved it. Like I got like the end of the paintbrush and made the spots. But yeah, I want to do something like this or just pottery just because it is so fun and it's so therapeutic. And I just feel like a lot of people should do it. And yes, you are doing art to make your hand messy, but what's the point of that if you can't get your hand messy? So yeah. The next thing is gardening. I want to have my own garden one day. Once I get my own place, I am going to learn how to garden. I will probably take classes to garden because I want to have my own flowers. I want to have my own vegetables. I even want to have my own fruit trees. Any fruit trees that can grow in Tennessee. I know lemons can grow in Tennessee where I live because one of my neighbors had lemons. So yeah, like one of my neighbors in my cul-de-sac have like this beautiful garden every year around the spring and summertime, and that just gives me like, oh, I want that one day. And when you garden your own flowers, your own plants, your own fruits, your own vegetables, it's just so much better than buying it from the store. So that is something I want to do, and just have like a whole little like Pinterest moment when I'm picking my own flowers in front of my front garden in the morning at like 9 a.m. and I just work from home. Like that's just a whole vibe. But I want to get into gardening so bad. And one of my favorite YouTubers, Edith Cuevas, so she's Natalie Cuevas' older sister. She just got her own place, and she talks about how she is planning to have her own garden because she's working on it, and it just gives me so much goals. So yeah. Plus, I want to own my own flower shop, so why not garden if I want to also own a flower shop with my cafe? So it just makes so much sense. Plus, I'm a Cancer and I love stuff like that. So I love flowers, I love books, I love being feminine and girly and this and that. And no one will stop me for doing that and being that way. So yeah. The next thing is Legos. So I do want to get into Legos. I have actually just got my paycheck and thinking about getting a Lego flower set and to just, oh my gosh, and to just build it for like TikTok and Instagram and put it where my books are, because I just feel like on my other book cart it has everything. Where my alarm clock is, that book cart has everything. It has my alarm clock, It has my alarm clock. It has these fake faux flowers. It has 2 sunny angels on my alarm clock, a rhino and a koala, and then my other alarm clock don't even have bows. It has nothing. It only has books, and I need something to keep my books from sliding, so like a little book thing. And why not? So I do want to get one, and I probably will order one so it can come tomorrow, depending on when I order it, because I also gotta order something else off of Amazon and do it this weekend after work, because I know on Saturdays I'm so tired I don't want to do a damn thing after work, but I try to do things after work because it helps me keep my mind stimulated than going straight to bed. And that is something I also want to do on the weekdays, even though I don't come home until like ish. So yeah. The next thing is puzzles. I want to get into puzzles too, but I just feel like I need to really like the puzzle to kind of display it somewhere, and I don't know where to display a puzzle in my room. Maybe just I'm like looking around to display a puzzle, but I don't know where to display a puzzle. But I do want to do some puzzles, but at the moment I would not do that because I do live with a 9-year-old autistic brother who likes to come in my room and touch things. I do live with brothers who like to come in my room and touch things, but when I'm not home, my autistic brother, who I love dearly, likes to see what his older sister Deja have in her room. So that is something that I probably will wait until I get my own place, is to get puzzles. But I love puzzles. I loved puzzles when I was younger, doing like the big puzzles with like my friends, like at SAS. It was a daycare, but like it was more like a boys and girl club, and we would do puzzles, and sometimes we get mad because we're missing a piece and we're looking for the piece. So yeah, but I always loved puzzles, and I feel like some of these hobbies that I'm doing or want to do that's on this list I did do at one point in my childhood. And also that's what a lot of people do. They re-enter the hobbies that they did as a child, and they're literally healing their inner child and also healing their inner self and their womanhood or manhood, because you don't have to be a woman to do these hobbies. You can be a man. But yeah, I would love to do puzzles. Now the next 2 things, 20 and 21. 20 is crosswords. I hate doing crossword puzzles. I don't know why. Just thinking of a word and I can't think of the word because my mind is like very fried for thinking what the word is based on the clues. But going on 21 is word searches. I love word searches. Like every time I see a word search book, I have to get it and find how many words. I get a pen or a highlighter and just do the straight, diagonal, backwards, this and that. I love word searchers, and now that I think about it, I want to get me a word search booklet because I love finding words. I just don't like trying to think of the words. If I see it, I'll find it. That's why I like word searches better than crosswords. But both of those hobbies, those activities, really get your mind thinking. Plus, if you never thought of a word or you are coming across a new word, you can learn a new word by doing a crossword puzzle or doing a word search. And sometimes finishing both things, a crossword puzzle and a word search, is very, very rewarding. So yeah. Number 23, no, not 23, but number 22, because I skipped this one, was about to skip, I would say, is color by numbers. I love doing color by numbers on my phone. I might actually download a color by numbers app on my phone just to do at work if I don't feel like not working, but if I don't feel like reading on my break. But I love color by numbers. It can be tedious sometimes because the ones that are like the very small shapes, and it's a number but you can't really know because it's so small, so you can't see the number written inside, can be very tedious, but it becomes a beautiful picture. And I love color by numbers. I literally will have like multiple apps on my phone because of color by numbers. And once I get an iPad 10 pink, I wasn't getting it, but I said maybe we're gonna wait a few more months to get that. I'm gonna get a color by numbers app on my iPad so I can do it because it's very therapeutic and it's something that you can do on the go. They do have booklets of color by numbers, but you can also do it on your phone, you can do it on your iPad. And like I said, it's also on the go, and it involves no internet at all. The next one is comfort watching. So I'm trying to get into anime. My favorite anime movie is Spirited Away. I love that movie. I watched it when I was younger, so that's why I love it. But I want to get into comfort watching just movies and shows, or going back to my, you know, movies that are like chick flicks and sad movies and like this and that. Like one of my comfort movies is Legally Blonde. Okay, that's that. But I want to get into some of my favorite shows, or get into new shows that I can just, you know, wrap myself in my blanket, sit in my hammock chair, eat some popcorn, and just watch all day. That is a hobby. That is a hobby that you can do at home. That is a cozy hobby that you should do at home. It just helps you relax. It helps you ease your mind. It helps you clear your mind as well. And if it's something that you've never done, you should do it now. So yeah. The next thing, second to last thing, is cafe hopping. I just feel like, as someone who is planning to own a cafe, this is something I want to do, to know what are my competitors. But as someone who also loves coffee, I want to know what are different coffees out there. I have been to maybe 3 cafes, maybe 3 to 4 cafes in my city, but I also want to go out in Nashville and do the same thing. I love coffee, but I also want to try different drinks that are not coffee related at different cafes. So like iced teas, lemonades, because some cafes have that. And that is something that you should do, especially if you have a very, very good taste and know the reason or the knowing of good coffee and bad coffee. And as someone who loves coffee, I know there's some places I would never go back for their coffee, and there are some places I will go back for their coffee. And there's a small cafe in my mall. I will not go get my coffee there no more. I tell you that for a fact. I will not go get my coffee from there no more, because the coffee was not in my liking. Nice coffee felt watered down, and I didn't like that. So yeah, and some of these like breakfast places, they don't sell good coffees too. So yeah, I know what my coffee should taste like and what a good coffee should taste like. And that's why I love cafe hopping, because I'm just a girl who loves coffee, books, and coloring, and playing on her Nintendo Switch, and watching comfort YouTubers or comfort movies. So yeah. Now, the last thing is going to the library. Once I was in college, I did this a lot. Going to the library can set a mood, can set a mood. It can give a vibe. It can be an aesthetic. You can take pictures at the library. You can read books at the library. You can also just be yourself and just pretend that you're in a movie in the library. And you can romanticize your life as well in the library. But I'll be right back, and I'm going to go get my food, and I'm going to piggyback on what I just said. So hold on. Okay, besties. So I'm back. I had to go get my breakfast that I'm going to eat while I'm putting on my scrubs in a few minutes. It's an everything bagel sandwich. I got it from Uber Eats from my favorite bagel place. The bagels and the croissant sandwiches are good. Their pancakes are okay. Their eggs are okay, but I had for no cheese, and they added cheese, so that's why I'm lactose intolerant. But I don't like their coffee. They're one of the places that their coffees I don't like. But what I was saying, like, there's some places that I just want to drink their coffees. But like I was saying, when going to the library, it's an aesthetic, it's a vibe, it's an ambiance. That's what I was trying to think. Going to the library, you can literally just romanticize your life and just do things that you always liked. But besties, that is it for today's video. I really do hope that you like this video, besties. If you have any hobbies that I didn't mention that you do but I didn't mention in this video, please let me know down in the description box down below. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any video ideas, please let me know down in the comments. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video. This video will be posted tomorrow. And then I will post a video on Sunday, which will be a nighttime routine, which is weird, but it is what it is. But I love y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. And bye guys, and remember to always go after your goals no matter what. That is something that I really have to tell myself now, because my job is literally putting me in a shithole. And yeah, but see you on the next video. Bye.